Oh boy. Kingpin tournament semi-finals was yesterday, but last night. I didn't watch it all, so I'm not going to talk about it all. I'm just going to talk about what I've seen. Just jump straight into it. Elbrook lost. It's a shame. I was really rooting for Elbrook. She lost. I didn't see the fight. No, I just heard she lost. Bobby won, which I liked Bobby. I like Bobby who wins. So that means the finals. We have Bobby versus Julie Porker. Don't really give a shit. Go out there, win it, Bobby. Why not? I watched Aaron Chalmers fight. Aaron Chalmers is fellow Geordie from Newcastle. He was on Geordie's show. He boxed Floyd Mayweather in his last boxing match. He fought some Irish guy. They're both MMA fighters and they were both boxing. And yeah, it was kind of close fight. Not too close, but Aaron Chalmers give a respectable boxing performance, but unfortunately he was just outboxed by the other guy. The other guy was more active. Aaron Chalmers needed to be a lot more active than what he was, but the other guy was more active. Knocked him down. It is what it is, but it went the distance. Then we had the first semi-final, the men's, Jarvis versus Gib. Big anticipated fight because no one knows how this would go. Jarvis has talked a lot of smack saying I could beat Gib. Gib's talked a lot of smack saying I'm Gibber. I'm Big Gibber, 7-figure Gibber. I'll beat anyone. And for the first 30 seconds, I'm thinking, oh, Jarvis might be a problem for Gib. Because in the very start of the fight, Jarvis was sharp and quick. And I think he hit Gib quite hard in the first 10 seconds. And I was like, oh, part of me thought Jarvis might win this. But that was within the first 10 seconds, and I'm thinking Jarvis might be a problem. But as the rounds went on, Gib proved, as Gib always does, if you don't stop him early, you're not stopping him. Gib, when will people understand with Gib? This is where Jake Paul got it right. Jake Paul finished him in the first round. Austin McBroom dropped him in the first round, but let him keep fighting. And what happened in the later rounds? Austin lost. When will you learn? If you don't attack straight away and get Gib down and out, he's going to keep coming at you because he's keeping the same pace, and if not, he's getting more intense as the rounds went on. So Gib just completely outclassed FaZe Jarvis. He just all 5 rounds, won them all. Body, head, bang, 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 bang. Wasn't having it. He was just outclassing Jarvis. He didn't even knock him out because Jarvis was tough. Jarvis quick, sharp, strong, but Gib just outclassed him, and that's what I love to see. My guy, Anison Gib, going to that finals. Gib is the one I want to win this tournament. He got past Austin. He gets past Jarvis. And now, it's just a winner of King Kenny versus Whindersson Nunes, which was King Kenny. People are thinking, oh my God, Whinderson's going to win this, or it's going to be a very close fight. When King Kenny goes in there and absolutely outclasses him, drops him and everything, silences the Brazilian fans. The Brazilian fans even cheered him at the end because he was that good. He was fade in jab, body, just spamming body shots and dancing and taunting and making fun of, all that stuff. And then that left hook they said he drops him with that left hook. It's uncanny. Now, if you had told me in the start of this tournament, right, the people I wanted to be in the finals, Gib and Kenny, my 2 favourites, were going to actually make it to the finals, I'd be over the moon. Because honestly, to think Gib beat Jarvis like he did, to think Kenny beat Whindersson Nunes like he did, I'm over the moon. Because a lot of time in YouTube boxing, crossover boxing, actual boxing, it doesn't go the way you want. There's always some upset, or there's always some catch, or something always goes wrong. For once, something didn't go wrong. We thought the event was called off when they went bankrupt. DAZN came in to save it, and as they should have, because those fights were impeccable. Amazing. Those last 3 fights were the Aaron Chalmers fight, amazing. The Gib fight, amazing. The Kenny fight, amazing. I love it. So now the finals is Julia Porker versus Barbie, which I'm just going to root for Barbie. Just because I don't know. I didn't actually watch the first Julia Porker fight, and I didn't watch this one. I've watched both Barbie fights, so I'm just going to say Barbie on that one. And then Gib and Kenny. I like them both, but Gib's my boy, and I've never bet against Gib, and I never will bet against Gib. I've supported Gib since day one, even though lots of people love to hate on him. I love Gib, and I want Gib to win the tournament because it just makes sense. It makes better for the story. Kenny's story is kind of complete. Kenny's was, I need to avenge myself, because he had a close fight with Tempa. It was overturned. He had a close fight with Sensei. Then he got an easy knockout. Then his next fight, they said, oh, easy fight against Raksu, and he actually ended up losing. It was a big upset. So then he had a powerful comeback against Nate, against my mate Nate. And then now we said, now I need to prove to you I am that guy, and he did that against Whindersson Nunes. So I think Kenny's story is to prove he's that guy, but Gib's story is he's conquering everyone and everything. He conquered Social Gloves, right? Got his win over Taylor Holder, beat Austin Groom twice, conquered Social Gloves, ended it. Now he's conquering Kingpin. He's going to win that tournament. Beat Austin, beat Jarvis, and he's going to beat Kenny, and he's going to win that tournament. That's my prediction for the Kingpin finals. So, and that's my reaction to the Kingpin semi-finals. I know it's probably a quick one, not as long, because I haven't got much to talk about, really. It's just like, normally I'll have things to like, that I critique of my own, and I'm not no expert, right? But normally I'd like to critique things, right? Because just to give my point of views on things, normally I'd love to go into like a nerdy, like geeky, like breakdown on it, because I'm dead excited, because like Misfits has all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, there's so much to break down here. And it's just like, with Kingpin, it was just so perfect, like you can't even put it into words. It's just so set. It's just masterclass, just impeccable fighting, great fighting. So thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and goodbye.
I'ma keep it easy for scratch that, cause that won't please me. I let that song do the talking. I know you ain't getting away, you ain't walking. Like at the gym, I'm lifting weights. I'ma keep it going at a steady pace.